Good morning, everybody. This is Silvani and Taryn here. Can you see me and hear me? All right, there you are, Taryn. Hi. All right, I have my headphones on here because it is 4:45 in the morning here in Los Angeles, and I have a loved one in the apartment. And I would not like to wake her up. So it is going to be just us, and I am going to be looking a little dorky today. But I have a delicious cup of, well, this early in the morning, it's filled with human tears of GRE students who have suffered and gotten poor scores. So that's how I feed myself in the morning. And that's how I get awake. But you guys are here to not fill that cup. You are here to get correct answers, and I'm here to answer any questions you have. So I'm going to download some recent GRE lessons, but I'm going to unmute y'all. Unmuting Silvani. Unmuting Karen. Hi guys, how are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. Where are you guys calling in from?
What was that?
Where's that?
What was the question?
Where are you guys? Where are you calling in from? Or dialing in from? Or patching in from?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Very vague.
Okay.
Lowell.
Well, they're like 80. They're like 453 towns in Massachusetts.
Lowell, Massachusetts.
Lowell. Oh, that's a very interesting town. I have a good friend who is in Lawrence, or who taught in the Lawrence School District, which I think is rough. But a lot of history in Lowell. And how about Taryn?
Hi, I'm from Woodbridge, Virginia. So like,
Ooh, I know where Woodbridge is. That's
really?
where the outlets are.
The what?
Is that where the outlets are? Exit
Oh,
161?
yep, you're right. That's funny that you know a place by the malls.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's where I go for my Chick-fil-A. That's
True.
where you got some good stuff down there. Good times. That's where the IKEA was. That's where we went.
Oh,
Good
true.
place.
Everyone knows the
Love
IKEA.
Woodbridge. Everyone knows it. All right. Well, just us guys, just the three of us, and a lurking Israeli who is in the middle of her day, and I just assume there's always a lurking Israeli watching us at
Just
all
me.
times. Just wherever you go, they're there. All right. So what can I answer? I'm logging into the shared drive to get some material, but tell me what specific stuff you'd like me to answer, and maybe Silvani, did you send me some questions?
I didn't send you anything this time. It was like a tough week at work. I
Oh,
barely slept.
Girl, I
I'm
know your
very
life.
unprepared.
yeah, I'm with you there. I'm with you there. I think I went to bed like I don't know, like 35 minutes ago or something. Not that long. But it's never a good week when you don't get a full quantity of sleep. So sorry about that. So what can I answer now? What can I do for you now?
Um, I don't know if Karen has any questions, but I was hoping, like, I know I sort of missed one time when you were doing, I think, the Venn diagrams, like how to work with those.
Mhm. Good. All right. So we'll do some Venn diagrams, and then anything else?
I know I'm still like the idea of picking the correct number so I don't waste time when I'm trying problems out still eludes me. I'm a
Mhm.
little behind, so I could definitely go over that Venn diagram a bit as well.
Okay.
Um, yeah.
And
Well,
proportions, I think I'm sometimes like a little tricky the way to like, because those are like tend to be, I think the math is not necessarily difficult, but they tend to be longer problems and
Exactly. That's
you
really
know,
what it
it's
is.
anxiety.
you're right. Yeah. Well, a couple things. So first of all, the GRE folks know what they're doing. It's not a mistake that you don't have enough time, that or that you have to pick numbers. Do you want me to do geometry? I wonder what the Venn diagrams are.
I think it was the Venn, I don't know if it was Venn diagrams with like when it was like or things like that. I think it's what probability
Probability.
diagram.
Let me see if I can find that.
I tried
Quants.
to find it, but I couldn't.
Yeah,
Either 5 or 6, I think, because I checked 4 and 3, and it's not it.
got it.
It's 5 or 6.
Session 6, quant, data analysis sets probability. Okay, great. Download that. We'll work off of this. Okay. With regard to picking numbers, I think I'll show you exactly what it looks like. But the important thing is to pick some numbers. I think if you're afraid of picking anything, if you don't move, it's sort of like your job is you're running a race. It's a 100-meter dash, and imagine if someone's like, I forget which step. Do I go left or right? Do I put the left foot first? Or do I put the right foot first? And then everyone else is like taking off like 10 seconds ago. Like
Yeah.
you just imagine how you'd feel about that one runner. You'd be like, who cares? Just step. Just go.
I guess it just always feels like I take the right when everyone takes the left because I'll be going through problems and I'm like, wow, this is taking me so much longer than I think it should. Maybe I
Yeah.
should start over. I think I just ate that.
Well, Taryn, if you send me an example, I'd love to see you walk through one and then sort of coach you through one as you do it. But can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so there are Venn diagrams. We're going to do Venn diagrams here. Can you see that?
Yes.
All right. So Venn diagrams are not good for picking numbers problems because Venn diagrams usually are pretty self-explanatory. So I think we did two versions of solving Venn diagram problems. So let's walk through it a little more slowly since this is office hours, and then tell me if what I'm doing makes no sense. Okay? Is that a good plan?
That works.
Okay, so this is formal language here. The union of sets S and E is the set of elements that are in sets S, E, or both, so it's everything in the Venn diagram. So the union is everything. Okay, everything. And the intersection is a set of elements that are in both. So that's the set of elements in this little pellet here. You see that? Do you see me highlighting that?
Yes.
Okay. Two sets having no elements in common are said to be mutually exclusive. So like this and this. If S is 2, 3, and 5, and E is 1, 3, 5, and 7, then S and E have the union 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and the intersection 3, 5, and it looks like this. Okay? This is a 2, believe it or not. Okay? All right, so that's one way to think about Venn diagrams. This is too complicated. This is ridiculous, and I'm not going to walk through this. Well, ugh, I hate this. I think it's too much, so I'm going to back up, and I'm going to show you how I think about the different the different areas of the Venn diagram. Okay, here's our Venn diagram. Okay, you got it?
Yep.
So far, so good. Here is set A. A is everything in this circle. Cool?
Okay.
Does that make sense? Okay, so that's everything in that circle. All right, here's set B. B is everything in this circle. Okay, cool. All right, so that's B. And then this little pellet, here, I'll use a different color. This little pellet in the middle here, that is the intersection. Okay, there's also always a neither box. This is called the neither box. This is the folks who are in neither A nor B. Cool?
Okay.
So far, so good. Okay, back to blue. Okay. The total is A plus B minus both plus neither. Because basically you're adding everything in this in here in A, and then you're adding everything in B, but you counted this pellet here, you counted this, you counted that zone twice, so you have to subtract it once. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And then you have to add in neither box. To add in that. Cool. Okay. And then, so that's one way to do it. Here's another way to think about the Venn diagram. Think about it like this. This is what I call left Pac-Man. Okay, see this? You see the green?
Mm-hmm.
All right, that left Pac-Man is only A. So those are folks who are only in A, they're not in the intersection, they're not in here. Okay? And then there's right Pac-Man that looks like this. This is right Pac-Man. You see that? That's right Pac-Man. These are only B. Okay? And then there's the intersection, which is intersection, both A and B. Okay? Both A and B. And then there's the, and then still the neither box. Okay, so you have only A plus, so you could say the total is total equals only A plus only B plus both plus neither. Okay? So those are the two ways to do it. Okay?
So the second one is just total, and it's just only A plus only B plus both plus neither. Okay.
That's it. Yeah. You got it?
Yes.
Okay.
Because those kind of look the same, the blue and the orange.
So what's the difference between the blue and the orange?
Only A, only B. So, okay, never mind. You're subtracting that both because in A you added the totality of A and everything that was going over.
That's
okay.
right. Okay?
Get
So
it.
those are very, very different ways to do it. So left Pac-Man plus middle plus right Pac-Man, which is the orange, is very different than A plus B minus both plus neither.
Okay.
Okay, let me show you an example and see how you guys do. Okay, so so look at this one, and what would you do here?
80 homes.
Sounds like the total is 80,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
right? And that equals, so A has 50, B has 40, the middle part has 35.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's 10 would have neither.
Where did you come up with
Okay.
that?
Okay, I don't know. If actually never mind. Let me do that. I just tried to look at it. So because if the total is A plus B, A plus B is 50 plus 40 plus both is 35. I'm sure it's higher than that. 90. That's 125 minus 80. 45.
So,
Am I
tell you
not
what.
not awake in the math right?
Mhm.
So draw this, and put something in A, something in B, something in both, and then tell me what neither is. So you do this on your screen. I'm gonna be right back. Okay? Give me 1 second.
Oh shoot. I'm sorry.
So,
You were cutting off. I'm gonna log off and log back in really quickly.
okay. 90. Hmm.
Okay, guys. So what do you think? What's in the left?
Sylvan just stepped out and she'll be back in.
Okay.
So now I'm a little confused.
Okay,
with
well,
my-
Taryn, what do you think? Tell me what's in here.
So that box should be the 50 for my A. The second one should have the 40 for the B, and then the center oval has 35. And so I'm feeling like I should subtract 35 from 90 to start in my
Well,
mind.
that's not right.
Okay, so step back. I have 90. Um, so then both. What is this concept? Oh, so I don't do that. Wait, but that was I'm looking at, no.
Taryn, look at this circle here.
Hmm.
Well, how many things are in this circle?
It's 50,
Okay, and how many are in this part of the circle?
35. So I do 50 minus 35.
Yes.
Mm.
Well, you tell me. Why? What is that right? This circle is 50, and this part of the circle is 35. So what's here? What's in only A? What's in?
So that would be only people with a two-car garage. But I guess what confuses me is that this whole entire Venn diagram is someone who has something, who has an in-ground, who has a two-car garage or has an in-ground swimming pool. So would it just be 0?
No.
That's who have neither. Oh,
Uh-huh.
no, take it back.
Let's just here, Taryn. You're going way off topic. I asked you one question. There's a circle
Okay,
here.
all right.
It's got 50 things in it,
Uh-huh.
and there's 35 here. So how many are here?
So I'm just doing simple subtraction. I
Uh-huh.
guess I'm trying to jump ahead.
Well,
Okay.
don't do that.
So what, 15?
Mm-hmm. And how many are here?
5.
Okay. So how many are here, plus here, plus here?
What? Okay, 55?
Uh-huh. So in only A, you have this. In only B, you have this. 15, 35 in the middle, 5 over here. Got it? So how many are in only A plus both plus only B?
Um, 45?
No. What's the you had it before? What's 35
Oh,
plus 5?
55.
Yeah.
That's,
And how many are total?
so 80 minus 55.
Mm-hmm. So what's in the neither box?
Interesting. Okay.
So,
225?
mm-hmm. Okay, this is not tricky and it's not like sneaky or anything. This is just like this is how Venn diagrams work. There's something over here, there's something in the middle, there's something over here. Is it? If they tell you something's in like the whole circle, and then they tell you something's in part of the circle, the other thing is the other part of the circle. That's it.
Okay. All right. I think like conceptually I was somewhere else, but this is just like
You were trying, so they're
arithmetic.
like it's literally just adding and then sometimes subtracting. I mean, like if you try to solve like three different parts, it's like I asked you what um, 5 minus 3 was, and you're like, so if you multiply 2 by 5 squared,
Yeah.
then you get a factor of 2. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. No, I just asked you
Yeah.
what 5 minus 3 was. Just do one thing.
So I think that goes back to simply me interpreting word problems, perhaps, because that seems to be more of the issue than me not being able to add or subtract.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
I get it.
Okay, so Lonnie, what, all right, so wait, let me unmute her. I think she got accidentally muted. Savani, you have miraculously been given the gift of speech.
Okay, thank you very much. I was trying to raise my hand.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
wanted to comment on what I think I did my math wrong. I was trying to do it in my head, and that's why. But I realized how to apply the Venn diagram. And
Mhm.
when I was listening to Karen, I realized I think when she said that there are 0 homes, and I think it's because Karen, we're looking at their total of 80 homes, and some
Mhm.
have either a garage or an in-ground pool. It doesn't mean that the homes don't exist.
Right.
Does that
Yeah.
make
Mhm.
So I think
Of,
it's like
yeah,
looking
right.
at that too.
Of the 80, 50 have this, 40 have this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Notice these don't make sense. Like, if you have 50, you can't do 50 plus 40 and get 80 minus something. It's like you have to do the Venn diagram to make it make
Yeah.
sense.
I
Okay.
get you.
You gotta just use the chart. So let's see if we can do another one. Okay. So Taryn walked me through this because it's another word problem that's easy if you translate correctly, but tough if you don't. So talk to me about this.
Okay. If P and Q are set in integers, um, set in integers that are set P or set Q, not both. P consists of 15, Q consists of 8. Okay, so I need to start by drawing a Venn diagram. I think on the left side I would put P changes Q. Is that how you say that?
Why? Why? What is that?
It's a delta. Delta is change, no?
Just tell me what makes sense. Tell me what helps, and then so I'm gonna tell you right now. You're doing the same thing. I asked you 5 minus 3, and you're like, so 5 cubed. First
I
of
know
all,
I'm doing the most. Okay,
Mhm.
so take 15 then and put it on the left side. Put 8 on the right side. Put 4 in the middle.
But where? Where do you put 15? Do you put it here or do you put it here?
So it's a set of integers. So it's the one. Let me go back. Hold on. Pause. Pass. Um. Okay. Yeah. So P is just all of the left, including what has overlapped.
Great. So I'm going to put it here. Okay? Right?
Hmm. And then the same thing for 8 on the other side.
Okay.
And then 4 in the middle.
Where does 4 go?
Only in like the oval.
All right. I'll call it the pellet. Okay. So here's my question. What's here? Karen?
50, well, 15 plus, no. What did I just do? Let me look at my old paper. 5, 20, 23 minus.
I don't understand what you're doing. I just asked you what's here. Literally, I just asked you what's here.
Oh, okay. 9, 11, excuse me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm all over the place. It's the morning.
It's 8:19 where you are.
No, it's the morning. My GRE is going to be at 11, so it should be better by then.
Okay. All right. Does this make sense to you? What's on the screen right now?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me what is here. What's there?
4.
Good. Awesome. What's the question?
Q. How many integers does P delta Q consist of?
And what is P delta Q?
It's the set. Or, okay, so I'm looking at neither. Neither is what I'm trying to find out.
You tell me what that means. What does it mean to be part of one or the other, but not both?
To be on the outside.
What does on the outside mean?
11 plus 4.
That's it. So what's the answer?
That's interesting. 15.
That's it. That's the answer.
I guess I just felt like it should be more complicated.
It's never more complicated. The only thing that's complicated is what you're doing, which is insanely complicated. And I admire you for it. It's like you see the price of an avocado and the price of a tomato, and you're like, it's got to be a conspiracy here.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, no,
nothing is as it seems.
Literally, someone just put a little sticker on it. Nobody thought about it.
Sure.
So don't do that to yourself. It's like painful to watch, and it's also you're getting it wrong. So don't do that. It's like it is simple subtraction.
You're not even getting to watch it. You're only hearing it. So imagine just experiencing everything together.
I see it. No, but I'm with you there. Okay, so that's.
And I made a mistake too. When it comes to that, I didn't read. I read it way too fast, and I don't have my glasses, and I probably should go get my glasses. I can barely see.
Okay, so Molly, go get your glasses.
I'll keep my back.
Okay. I did want to show you.
Yeah,
Hold on. If I can find it. I took a picture of it, but it might be lost now. Oh, this was a question way from the beginning, but I'll still ask it.
All right, tell me.
Like a quantity question, 950 to the 2000th versus 10 to the 6000th. I guess I was trying to figure out how to do this quickly. So what, 10 I still feel like 995 to the, what would that be? 3?
Mm,
No,
no.
that's, see, I'm
I
doing
have
the
a,
most.
I have a, yeah, why, so I have a, here's a quick question for you, Dan.
Mm,
Can you do 95 to the anything quickly?
no.
Yeah,
And,
okay.
but like looking at these two, that seems like the first logical thing is to make at least the two numbers, the two bases, be somewhat similar in some way, shape, or form. That's
It's
closer
not,
than 950.
it's not a bad instinct, but uh, you're dealing with the wrong one. There's nothing you can do on the left side that's going to make it easier for you. I promise, because you don't do 95s to the anything. Like if that's hard for you, it's hard for everyone else. So I wonder what you could do to be easier. Tell me something
Um,
easier.
Multiply the right one by 95? No, well,
First of all, 95 is not even in the.
I guess I want them to look the same, the bases, so that I can do something with the exponents.
Well, here's the tough thing about the GRE. They're not ever going to look exactly the same. They're never going to be exactly the same. Maybe might be close, but there's never going to be a 95 to the anything on the right side. And so trying to make the right side look like 95, it's like trying to dress a crocodile up in a ballerina dress. It's like it might be cute, but it's not really ballerina. It's not really the same, you know?
I guess it
So,
depends who you ask.
yeah, well, no. You put a GRELive02 on stage, I'm going to walk out of that theater because I
Well, it's you, but it's art. It's artistic.
I love it, but it's the GRE.
Juxtaposition of ideas. You see,
Yeah,
it goes back to that right brain, left brain.
Aaron, I appreciate you, but this is my field. This is my zone
Yes,
now.
please
And
help.
this is what I get to say in theory. I'm like, I appreciate you, but here it's not your opinion. You're just wrong.
Eric,
You,
that's why I dropped that $400. That's why I'm here today. That's why I'm about to blow up your email in these following weeks, just so you know. With questions.
Taryn, tell me. So don't deal with this. Don't deal with this. Deal with the right side. Tell me what you can do on the right side that is going to make this sort of in the same ballpark as 950. 10 times what? 10 to the
5?
what?
You said 50. 150.
No. We're not dealing with the 950 over here. Do not deal with it. Just set it aside. We're only going to deal with this. So 10 to the what? So 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times, it's like 6,000 tens. That's what this is.
Okay.
Do you understand that? Does that make
Yes.
sense? Okay. So how many tens do we have to go before we get something that's sort of in the range here? In that range.
Okay. Um, ugh. In the range of that entire number
No, no,
is
no,
what you're at.
no, 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 no. I don't need the
Just the
entire
base.
number. Just the base. What's 10 times 10?
100,000.
Okay. What's 100 times 10? Are we in the range?
Oh, okay. That was fast.
Yeah, sure was. So that's a group of 3 of them. Now, algebraically, that's 10 to the 3. Does that make sense?
Yes.
How many groups of 3 are inside of this thing? If you did, instead of 10 to the 6,000, you did 10 to the third,
So
10 to
3.
the third to the what? How many times do you multiply 10 to the third by itself if you want to get 10 to the 6,000?
Um,
So there are 6,000 tens. How many groups of 3 tens do you think there are?
but six for 6,000 just by itself, but I guess
I don't know what you just said. Tell me what you just said, because you just stated a declarative fact that I am almost positive was wrong. You're like, well, first of all,
Hold on, you said 10 to the third is 1,000, right? And then I'm assuming that 6 1,000s makes 6,000 in my mind.
6 1,000s make 1,000. That is
No, 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 no.
interesting. But I'm not asking you about 1,000. I'm asking about 10 to the thirds. So
10 to the...
yeah. So we're doing units of 10 to the thirds here. Okay. So let me give you another example. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2.
We can even go back to 10 to the third. So what I was trying to say is 10 to the third is 1,000, correct? And I'm trying to get to 6,000. So I would think that multiplying...
Stop. So you're at 1,000 to the blank. That's what you're at now. So you're done with 1,000.
Okay.
You're trying to figure out what the exponent is here.
Ah, okay. That's better. Okay. So maybe to the... I feel like even 1,000 times 1,000 is too much. We overshot it at that point, no?
No, because this is how exponents work. So look at this top thing here, where I'm right here. So yeah, Savani, go ahead.
I think it'd be easier if we look at it like if you say like 10 to the third, right? So we have 10 to the third now. Now, what do you have to raise it to be able to get back to the 6,000?
Right.
So what you're saying is 3 times what equals 6,000
That's right.
to be able to get the exponents.
That's exactly right. 3 times what is 6,000?
Okay.
I'll give you another. Look at this over here now. Giovanni, you want to give us some help?
It's 2,000.
It's 2,000. So which is bigger, 1,000 to the 2,000 or 950 to the 2,000?
The one to the right.
That's it. So, Taryn, a couple things. First of all, your brain works in fascinating ways. I would like sort of a kaleidoscopic sort of illustration of all the ways that you put numbers together. It's fascinating. But also for your own sake, less of a kaleidoscope, more of a, connect the dots. So one other thing to another thing. That'll make it easier on you. The second thing is that there are a lot of fundamental math rules that you need to go over and just kind of over and over and over and internalize. So I think a lot of it's like really, really interesting to me because you combine all the numbers in all the ways, and I find that interesting. But math is not combine all the numbers in all the ways. Math is take this one number and do one thing to it, and then because you did that thing to it, this thing happens, and that's it. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that happens for that one transformation. So we had 10 to the 6,000, and then we said, well, it could be 10 to the 6,000, or it could be 10 cubed to the 2,000. Okay.
I get that.
So that's the easiest thing, because then we can compare something that's kind of like 950 but a little more to the 2,000 to 950 to the 2,000. I can't multiply 95. I mean, I could, but that doesn't help, and it certainly can't get it in 2 minutes or less. And if you tried to do it, you could try to do it. You could pick that number. You could start with your left foot. You could start by, rolling into a somersault and do whatever you want. But then pretty quickly you should see, oh, this is going to be long. This is not going to help.
Yeah.
So then let me try something else. So you can pick a number, and if it doesn't work, you just try something else. But you have to do one thing at a time. And I think right now you're trying to do all the things all the time. And it's not working. So it's not working well. So you got to try something else.
Okay, okay.
Okay, but I want to say something else. Like, this isn't like nobody's good or bad at this kind of math. Nobody is like smart or stupid or anything else. Like, this is a learned thing. It's like, you don't walk up to a, I don't know, if someone's like really good at throwing a football through a hoop, you don't walk up and be like, "Phew, man, that guy is a smart thrower of the ball through the hooper. He was just born throwing the ball through the hoop. He like walked at, like ever since he was just a couple days old, he's been throwing a football through a big tire. I just can't believe, like, I will never be that because, when I was 6 months, even I wasn't throwing anything through a tire. Maybe poop, but
No,
not a ball.
we went all on a tangent, but no, I completely get that. I don't feel stupid. I've taken like up to calculus. It's just numbers make me panic for whatever reason. Like I'm much more comfortable with words. So if I just see numbers, I just automatically freeze and freak out for no reason, really. But
Yeah. Just do one thing, and then another thing. That's it. One thing and then another thing. All right. So Silvani, what other things do you have? And
I
then
think those were about like my biggest things, and I think here and there that with I think inequalities still get me a little bit when it says like when you have to compare. I don't have any examples, but like a bunch of uh, like where you have like if A equals something and B equals whatever. So I think those kind of problems, but I think I'll just have to like practice. But I've been getting better at those. So, but I don't have anything else that's specifically specific to this. But the Venn diagrams did help. I think I sort of missed what you did last time in class, but this definitely makes a lot of sense now. And with my glasses, I think I'll be doing okay. I'll be doing okay.
good. Do you want me to do another Venn diagram with you?
Sure, that'd be great.
All
The
right.
more practice, the better off I think I'll be. So.
So let's say that 40. Ignore all this. Okay. So 40% of a class takes Spanish, and 40% of a class takes Swahili, 20% take both. So what percentage take neither? Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I was writing it out on my paper, but so my instinct would be to just okay, hold on. To be able to, so I would make I don't know, just x equals the number of students the total number of students, and so for the so I would just look at am I going the wrong? Oh, we're just looking at what percentage. All right, then let me not go that way. So I would just in the Venn diagram, the people who are taking Spanish are 40%. So there's like 40 on the left Pac-Man. There is 40 on the right, in the right Pac-Man, and 20 in the middle.
What happens when you do that? Tell me what happens when you do that.
Well, actually, no, because like it's 40 on the outside. Yeah, I'm overlapping. I'm counting that twice already. So that's 40, 20. So actually, this 20, 20, 20.
Okay, so what's in the neither box?
So if that's 60, there's 40 in the neither box.
That's it. That's it. How do you know that?
Because 20 plus 20 is 40, and then it should equal to 100%, right? So it's 60%, 60 out of, so I still have 40% remaining.
Got it. That's it. That's it. The total's 100%. All right. First of all, Taryn, did you follow Savani's logic?
Yes. You're talking percentages, so you would need it to subtract from the rest of that 100.
Mm-hmm.
I get that.
All right, so let me do one more. Let's do another one.
It almost threw me off there with the percentages. I was trying to find, like, what the numbers. So thank you.
So 20 people like peanut butter. 85 like jelly, which is ridiculous because like many fewer. Anyway, so 5 people like jelly. I wrote belly, but it is jelly. If 85 people liked belly, that would make more sense actually. But 85 people like jelly.
Good movie.
And then there are 90 people. Gosh, I don't know if it's gonna work. Here, let me make this 80 people. There are 90 people in the sandwich factory. Seems like the sandwich factory would not be in business very long. But how many people like both?
Uh, 20, 80.
Both.
Plus 80 minus plus 90. So just 10?
I think that might be right. So we got 20 over here, 80 over here, question mark, and oh, I have to say nobody.
Okay, let's have that information. I assume that was 0.
Right, nobody likes neither. Okay. Well, let's make it more interesting. Let's say 10 people like neither. 10 people neither. Okay. Now what is it?
20, 110, 20. Let me double check. Plus neither A plus B plus C minus 1. Yeah, 20.
20. So all 20 of the people who like peanut butter also like jelly. That's it. Here's my question. What if you had 11 people in the neither box? Then what's going to happen in this problem?
Wouldn't that just go to, so you have one more there, so there'll be one less in the neither box.
So if you have 11 people in the neither box, 90 people in the factory, 80 people who like jelly, and 20 people who like peanut butter, is that going to work?
That is 100. Oh my goodness, I forgot. So 111. And we say minus. Why wouldn't it work?
So I don't know where you got 111 from. I really don't. I actually would like to know where you got 111 from.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe let me just write it. I was trying to do this because we have the 20 plus. Didn't we have to do 20 plus 80, right? Because it's like A plus B.
Mm-hmm.
The total equals A plus B. Minus minus both plus neither.
Yeah.
Right. So if A is 20, B is 80.
Mm-hmm.
They're both, I don't know, so that's left as, I don't know, my question mark over x, and then plus 11. That should equal, what, I'm going to say 90. Right, so with 10 plus 80, 20 plus 80 is 100, 100 plus 11 is 111, right? And then we have 111 minus 90. That would be, what, 21?
So 21 equals both. Does that make sense?
21 equals both. I guess I want to say no, but I'm not sure why.
How many people like peanut butter?
Oh, okay, yeah, no, because then that would be, so it's 20.
So what if 20 people like peanut butter, but 21 like both?
You have over what you have over what you have like in one of them, so like yeah.
That's impossible.
Yeah.
So so do a few more Venn diagrams in practice. Go and find them, and just like I think there should be some in the Ready4 app, but then also in your GRE book, you definitely have a bunch of Venn diagrams, and just like do them over and 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 over again.
Okay.
It's super, super, super important that you have this stuff down, and I think right now you have it like, if this is like, you have it all the way, you have it just Pac-Man way. I think you have it like 80%.
Okay.
Okay?
Let's go. We'll get to 100% by test day.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm confident in both of you. All right, we got a few more minutes. What other last questions do you have?
I had something else, but I forgot what it was.
I don't know. I'm feeling like just practicing a bunch of problems. Honestly.
Practicing is good, but I think, Taryn, for you especially, I think it's not just practice, but it's guided practice. So guided practice where you are doing every step the way that you should be doing it, because you're a kaleidoscopic mathematician. You have all the ideas all at once, and I think someone needs to be like, okay, first red, then orange, and I think if you can sequence your steps and like make them much simpler, then you're going to be in a lot better shape. So if you have someone there to guide you, great. If you don't, make sure you're just doing one simple thing at a time. If you're doing a bunch of things, you're doing it wrong. Because I don't do complex stuff all at once. None of the top scorers do complex stuff all at once. I do stuff fast in sequence. So I'll do like, if I had
I can't hear anything you're saying.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
I muted myself. I don't even know how I did that.
I thought it was my computer.
No.
But once you're done with this one, I do have a quick question.
Go ahead.
So, like, I have the proportion problems. I assume they're proportional problems, but some of them say that, okay, so like if there's enough food to feed I think 50 soldiers for like 10 days. If we have I think 3 soldiers, how many days would they have food for, or something like that? But it just seems like I don't know if it's like an inverse proportion or whatever.
Oh, see, these I'm much more comfortable with.
So if you can feed 1 soldier for 10 days, how many like soldier days of food do you have?
Soldier.
So basically, like, how many like soldier days of food?
1/10.
You have 1/10 soldier days.
Well, no. So we have 10. I don't understand the question. Like, so you have 10.
Right. If you could feed 2 soldiers for 10 days, how many soldier days of food? Like how much food do you have? Like say you have like one packet of food. Well, say so. How many?
Like a unit, right? Like
Yeah.
that unit that you're going to be working with
Yeah.
is
So
what
how
you're asking.
many? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ah,
So like how many? If you can feed two soldiers for 10 days, if you get like every packet of food feeds one
mhm.
soldier for 1 day.
Yeah.
So how many total soldier days of food do you have? You can feed two soldiers for 10 days. So how many packets of food are in your warehouse?
20.
One. Okay? You got it? That's it. All right, so now let's say all of a sudden you get like a bunch of folks like join your little commando party and now you have 5 soldiers. How many days can you make your food last?
4.
That's it. That's it. It's just plain English intuition.
Okay.
Okay?
This is the one that I'm trying to make more complicated for some reason. I'm trying to put into like a proportion, and then I'm like, I know it doesn't make sense when I get the answer, but yeah. Okay.
If you're putting things into proportions, if you're using x's, if you're using y, basically if you're using x's and y's, like out of the gate, you're losing because nobody thinks in x's and y's. Like only like like beautiful mind kind of people who have no social life and are like really you know like in sort of a bad way. They're using x's out of the gate, but they're they're not getting the top scores on this test. That's not how you do this test. Like people like me are getting the top scores. Like weirdos who work, at 4 in the morning, who like but have a beautiful girlfriend. Like it's like basically you like normal people doing normal things are getting the top scores. So being normal, like do one normal thing. It's like, oh well, so 2 soldiers in 10 days. So if I had one soldier, I'd probably feed him for 20 days. Like I'd probably get 20 packets of food. Okay.
Okay.
You can cross multiply these though, no? Because the same concept that you just said.
Whatever you want. No, I don't think so. So
No?
you could, yeah. But like, why would you do that, Karen? You could say like,
Well,
all right,
no. I'm just saying like the concept of the question, not necessarily this specific question with these nice round numbers, but I'm saying like if we faced the same problem, at least that's what the book said, that you have the option of cross multiplying.
2 soldiers. I
I
don't
don't
think.
think it would apply because like it's this one doesn't apply for these type of
Yeah,
problems.
'cause look. Two
I'm gonna
soldiers.
get the example.
Yeah, you get me the example. 2 soldiers, 10 days. That's wrong. That's not right at all. You don't cross multiply anything.
It was a problem with, because now I'm looking silly, but I have an example. If I can find it in these next 2 minutes.
But Karen, you find it and you can email it to me if you want. But I think the thing is, I think you feel smarter when you're doing like when you're cross multiplying, when you're factoring this, or when you're factorialing that. But the test doesn't care what function you do. It doesn't care if you cross multiply and then factor, and then reverse factor, and then double pike, and then triple axle. The test doesn't care. It test only cares to get the right answer.
I promise I'm not trying to look smart. I promise I'm just trying to get the right, like the correct answer.
All I want, all I
That
want,
is the only goal. That is the only goal.
right? That's all I want as your teacher is for you to get the right answer. So get it however you want. If that helps you get the right answer, great. If it gets you the wrong answer, you gotta do something else. I don't care what else you do, but you can't do the thing that leads you to the wrong answer. You can't do it. So,
The session was very, very helpful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
thanks, Sofani. I'll see you on the flip side. Email me anytime.
Okay, I will. Thanks a million. Have a good one.
Bye bye. And
Bye
Taryn,
bye.
I'm gonna hang out until you email me this thing, or you tell me this thing.
Yeah, no, I can't find it. I think it was in like the third group of homework questions.
Okay.
I can find it though. I will email it to you.
Are you sure? I don't want to leave without answering all your questions. So let me see if I can find it.
Now I kind of want to stay and see what's happened.
I don't know, like now my notes are in disarray. Hold on.
Third group, huh?
I believe so. I believe it was a problem. I think I chose the unit way, but I looked at the explanation in the book, and it was saying you also could have cross multiplied. Like I believe third section of questions, homework questions.
We're gonna find it.
Maybe in the 300s. It was. I wish I could remember the idea, like what they were talking about. Hold on. No, that's different.
Okay, can you see the screen?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be searching through here as you go. You find it before me. You let me know.
Okay.
Aaron, is the question that you're talking about like part of the slides or part of like the GRE book or the GRE app?
It was going to be part of the GRE book. So like out of the questions we were given to do as homework. So that's what I'm trying to flip through. These notes I took to find it. But I believe it was like in the third section of those homework bits.
The ratio proportions, quantitative comparison maybe?
Perchance. Now I can't find it. I remember I was outside on a bench doing problems. It exists. It's here.
Well, when you find it, Taryn, send me an email and we'll talk through it. Okay?
I'll make myself a note. Well, appreciate it. Thank you for your
Anytime.
time.
All right, Savani, Taryn, have a great rest of the morning. I hope you guys get lots of coffee, and I will see you guys later. See you guys
Thank you.
sometime. All right, email me anytime. Talk to you soon.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.